right, welcome back to Office Hours, Real Lives of AD. Today we are.
Do we need the mics on?
Welcome back. It is welcome back because they were here last week, or maybe the week before last, or maybe before that, and now they back.
Now they back.
Depending on when they watched it. Like I was saying before, I was so really interrupted, y'all. We have a brand new segment that we are bringing to you all today. We have
Brand new segment.
Brand new segment.
I'm not gonna say
I don't even know why we do an intro if everybody gonna keep interrupting me. I mean, students, ladies, y'all want to introduce yourselves? Tell people who
just
we're.
name of the segment. What's the name of the segment?
I don't know. What did we vote on?
Movers
and Shakers. That's the name of our new segment. So we'll be bringing in students from around the city who we think, are setting good examples for the student body across Muskogee County. So today we've got 3 students from Columbus, Hardaway, and Carver joining us. So we will get Movers and Shakers started.
Go ahead and introduce
Get the
yourself,
moving
tell us a
and
little bit about you, and we'll just go right around
Yeah.
to the next one.
Okay. Hi, I'm Megan Taylor. I go to Columbus High School. I run on the track and field team there and previously I've run cross country. This is my coach, Coach McCoy. Yeah.
All right.
I'm Addison Youngs. I go to Hardaway High School. I'm a student athletic trainer for Hardaway, and I work at my church outside of school.
hallelujah.
It's always good to know.
I'm Trinity, and I play basketball for Carver and volleyball, and that's it.
Is your coach here?
And he right here, Anson
You do
Humbley.
more than that. You praise
supposed to
dance
talk
at your
about-
church.
Oh, yeah, I
outside
do.
of school?
Praise dance in my church.
So you
Great
had
day,
practice
yeah.
today or you had workouts?
I had workouts today. It was great.
Great day of workout.
Great day.
We'll get into this being the first week of basketball for Muskogee County. It's coming up, so I got on my shoes. I've been thinking basketball all weekend, but we'll get to that. We got you young ladies here. WNBA is on
Yes.
tonight.
It's on
8
tonight?
o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, finals.
I knew you would know.
I know, but like we in the middle.
That's how the show goes.
I know, but we have guests today.
That's what people watch.
That's
That
it.
is true. Sorry, Gail.
That's it.
My God.
I'm going to start off.
That's him.
I mean, you're not wrong.
That's what I'm saying. So just don't act surprised. He is who he is.
My apologies.
You're
Go
right.
ahead. Go ahead, Gladys.
She was just saying, what do you do outside of school?
Okay, so outside of school, I own 4 different businesses.
Wait.
Did you say on? Did you say on?
You own
Yeah, I own a photography company. I own a cleaning service with my brother. I own a baking service that I'm
cupcakes,
uh,
cookies.
mostly cupcakes and cookies.
And they're good too.
Let's place an order.
They are.
And then I do contract work for accounting firms. So I own my own like.
Sheesh.
All right, Addison, tell us.
Hey, so what's your specialty?
Wow.
Baking. No, I'm talking about baking.
Red velvet cupcakes.
Yes, and
with
they are.
Those are
cream
so
cheese ice
good.
cream.
They're
How
so
much
good.
of what's the turnaround time on these cupcakes? Right.
I normally.
Can they be ready in 3 hours?
I mean, technically, if I was baking right now, yeah, but.
So
I
how
have
much?
to go prep.
We need to get some for next show.
This is gonna mess up the show right
And
here.
we'll review. Yeah.
We about to get on to
We
food.
might need a new sponsor.
I think so, yeah.
That's right.
So, seriously, we need probably about 12 for the next show.
Dozen.
We get 2 apiece.
12.
No, need 3 apiece.
Oh, good. That's even better because I was gonna say I need more than one.
Oh.
Oh.
2 apiece.
If you forget it, then we have to
No, she literally just said y'all are fat. So, now she wants a cupcake.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
I heard
Damn the cupcake.
Okay, we'll do 2 apiece. Yeah, 6 of us. Okay.
4 business, but you see the one that caught our attention was the one about food. All right.
I mean,
Uh,
I am who I am.
so what made you start businesses?
Well, I guess wanting to have spending money, and then just my dad placed a large emphasis on learning like the value of a dollar and like investing stuff back. So by doing that, I was allowed to spend that money how I wanted in comparison to like other funds that I had. And then like the baking one specifically, I've just always liked to bake. And my dad told me one day, you're spending too much money on baking, so either you sell it or you stop doing it, because I was pulling from my savings. So I set it up just to do enough to pay for my stuff back
Oh, wow.
and to make sure I had enough for it, and then it worked out. And so now I pretty consistently bake stuff for small businesses or like people who want stuff.
People.
Uh,
You got people. We're interested.
so money for your Target
Oh
runs.
my
Yeah.
goodness.
I am a Target person, but
Aren't we all?
And I've seen you take pictures before.
I
Yeah.
work a lot of the. I did a lot of stuff for Columbus, especially freshman, sophomore, junior. This year I've done a little less. I've done more like outside of school, like portraits, and then moved towards even some headshots for some businesses. So, but I like doing sports a lot.
That is awesome. That's awesome.
That is.
Now
You do.
we're gonna move to Addison now, and this is a disclaimer, I guess, because Addison
good.
goes to Hardaway.
Doing what?
Freshman year, I didn't know who Addison was. She was a manager for the wrestling team.
Mhm.
I think you just developed a bond with Coach Smith. I don't know what
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
And now, me and Coach McCoy were talking before you got here. We've had 3 coaches in 3 years, and I said Addison may know more about wrestling than the wrestling coaches.
I think so. I like to think I do, especially our new one this year. But I don't know with the no offense. I think the behind the
Yeah, that
scenes.
guy
If
don't
you're
know
watching the show, I mean, we
Andy's
got
watching
fans
the
out there.
show.
They may be watching the
But
show.
I think like the behind the
We
scenes
need to make
stuff,
sure
I
he does
definitely think
watch
I
it.
do. He'll be all
She
right.
said,
I
I
think
said
the
what I
behind the
said.
scenes stuff though, I definitely do because I was not only like a manager, but then I became a student athletic trainer, and so I'm learning like the health and the wellness behind it. But now I'm also learning how to run wrestling as a team and the funds behind it that we need to take us to competitions to pay for those for snacks because
Yeah.
they like to eat
They like to eat.
and
So do we.
and like cutting the weight and healthily cutting the weight and how practices should be run from top to bottom of working our bodies out the best way we can and losing that weight but also not working out too hard at the same time. So I like to think that
Is this a profession you might pursue after high school?
I think
or-
so. I hope so. I definitely hope so.
So you want to be an athletic trainer?
Yes, I do.
That is awesome. Now, what else do you do, Addison?
Outside of school, I work at my church. I'm a wildlife leader, and I also have my own business. I'm a babysitter. So
That's
Yeah.
your business,
yes,
babysitting.
that's my business.
All right.
I'm
all right.
sorry, y'all.
But Addison also helps out with the football program.
I
She
do.
is a mainstay in all athletics. Somehow I missed her from basketball because wrestling's the same time.
Yes, it is.
So you just an all around hawk.
all around hawk.
Yeah,
Gladly,
Hawk
gladly.
for life. She does it all.
That's nice. That's good.
That is crazy. All right. Let's go.
Trinity.
Let's talk. Tell us.
Hey there. That is not okay.
Go ahead. I'm just.
I help out at my church, and my mom got a business, so I be there a lot. And that's about it.
What type of business does your mom have?
She got a restaurant.
Oh
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
What
Let's
kind
go.
of
What's the
restaurant?
brand?
It's a soul food restaurant.
Where?
Soul
In
food.
Casita,
In
Georgia.
Casita?
What's your mom's name?
Amanda.
We might need to
You know
go.
my
We might
name.
need to go live from that one.
Frank
Let's go.
Walker.
Oh, okay. All right.
Soul food.
So we're gonna take a road trip to Casita and go eat.
Right up my check. Oh.
And then
Okay.
we can. Our dessert will be our cupcakes.
Yeah.
That we should probably eat and then start jogging back.
No.
No. So that ain't gonna work.
No, that.
There you go.
Tom, what is the purpose of eating if we're gonna jog back?
Well, Addison gonna be there to monitor our,
I'm not trying to
weight
lose no weight.
distribution.
What'd you say?
We ain't cutting no weight.
Mm-mm. And they ain't trying to wrestle.
No. and definitely ain't trying to run.
What
A run won't hurt you. Y'all were supposed to race.
No, we weren't.
Okay.
Wait a minute. No, time out.
No, we weren't.
I know. Sidebar. Weren't they supposed to race?
I think there was a wager at some point.
No.
Yeah.
No, we were not supposed to race.
Yeah.
It was never set up.
It was
Okay.
never.
It was
gonna be a
never
race.
set up, but it was discussed.
No, it
We can go
wasn't.
back and pull the footage.
You can pull what you want.
Yeah, it's okay.
A
That
lot of
ain't
things
gonna
I
happen.
might do. Racing is not one of them.
It's not gonna happen.
Unless we race into a buffet.
Thursday.
Touche.
Oh, we got that Thursday afternoon. Now, you 3 ladies. Now, like I said, or Coach McCoy told us, this segment is movers and shakers, and we wanted to bring students on that we consider movers and shakers in the community and at their schools. If there's something going on right now in the community that you would like to touch on, we'll just give you the floor. You can speak on athletics, church, Young Life. I think you're involved in that as well. So, what are some of the things that teenagers are missing, or how would you encourage them to get involved and do different things?
Sorry.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so one current thing in the community, like I guess pretty current that I think is important, and it is only for like a select few teens, I get it, but voting, so like being 18 and going and like using your civil right to like go and
Oh,
vote
that's awesome.
is very
That's
important
good.
to me. So I guess technically I didn't cover everything I do outside of school.
More.
I
Go ahead. You
But-
got time.
like outside
Learn
of
it.
school, I also meet Jack and Jill, and I'm the president. So one of our initiatives this year is really getting people to go vote. And so like we've done PSAs, we've had voting rallies, and like getting
Were you
people to
and
go
Jack and Jill?
register.
Yeah,
And so I would say
was part
that's
of battalion
something-
ball and Dipton ball.
Me too.
That might be why you look
I was a vote.
familiar. I was there.
I was a vote.
I was a bell.
Is there a
My brother was
website or
about-
something they could go to find this? Because the last day to register is actually tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
to vote for this year's
For
election.
November 5th.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I know Georgia voting, they have information, just making sure you register, and then requesting early ballots might be,
We've also
I
been
think
doing a
that's
lot of
over.
door to
Yeah.
door
that's
as well.
over.
Yeah,
But
they definitely knocked
I
on
know.
They
doors.
came to my door Saturday.
You opened it?
No.
Okay.
Well,
I'm a registered voter.
I mean, I didn't
Yeah.
have my door either, so I just
I'm
wanted to make
saying.
sure I wasn't the only one.
His shirt said vote. I'm a registered voter. I figured there was no need to open the door.
We said handle.
but yeah, that and just going out, learning about learning about the different candidates, not just listening to what people are saying on the news and stuff, but actually doing your own research because every vote is important. So, but specific information, couldn't tell you link. I know our Instagram profile has like stuff on it. I believe it's like STJ&J Colga, and we have information posted. But if you just go look up like Georgia voting, it'll give you information on it. But I'd say that, and then, I mean, athletics in the community. I think at school, everything we're doing, the new stadium being built. I guess what was that, 2 years ago?
The
Last
house
year?
that
You mean my
Kate built.
stadium?
Yeah, your
The house that
that's
Kate
what you
built.
talking about.
That's true.
Otis Spencer Stadium.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
No one else
I
knows
didn't
it.
know that.
That's not true. It's a lot of people know. They just might not want to admit it.
Oh.
Spencer,
talk about
Otis
it.
Spencer, William Spencer, they're related.
Oh.
Okay. But no, like,
Side conversation.
You
but
don't know,
every,
you don't know this.
no,
She
no,
know who you
introduce
are.
us.
I wasn't saying like I was saying like you don't know. Kid.
You don't know Coach Hundley?
Y'all didn't introduce yourselves to them.
Yeah, I don't know.
We didn't introduce ourselves.
No.
No, it didn't happen.
It's like a celebrity.
No,
That's why I was asking.
that's not true.
Oh.
Anywho, let's keep it moving.
But I like the new stadium and having more places to just kind of compete. I know we don't have a track there, but
I know it's sad.
it's okay.
We
We
won't
like
talk
it.
about it.
Kid, why you can get a track built at your stadium?
That's above my pay.
But overall, it's been cool seeing the different athletics and then bringing back the Morehouse to CD game back to Columbus. That was cool to have.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Madison.
I guess just in the community wise, I would say definitely doing your own research before just believing everything that we see online. Because I think that not only our generation, but a lot of generations now have a really bad habit of just, oh, I saw this, that's the truth. I'm going to take the first thing I see. And even just like, even if you research it, like make sure you're looking up a bunch of sources and seeing if they
Reputable
had the
sites.
same thing. Yes, different sites. Because, you know, we don't know what's true. And social media twists a lot of things and people make a lot of pages and a lot of things are not true until you do your own research. And I don't know, I think that's the biggest thing. But also get off your phone. That's my biggest thing. I think our generation is so wound up in like being in our phones. Like at school, our biggest rule is don't be on your phone.
Right.
And what are we always on? Our phones. And I think that truly, I think that separates us in a lot of ways, in a sense of like, we can't have a sit-down conversation with each other without having to look at our phone because we got a notification, and that's more important than the conversation we're having in this moment. And so I think that's my biggest thing is like, let's put our phones down every once in a while and, you know, not worry about, oh, I just got that one notification. Well, that can wait a couple minutes so I can spend that one-on-one time with people I have around me. And then with athletics, the violence around different school rivalries and everything like that, I feel like that has been such a hard thing lately with, you know, the past 2 years with all the rivalries and, you know, harsh words that everybody's been saying to each other. I think that, yeah, I get athletics is some people's whole life, but I don't think that we should start
Take it too far.
taking it so far as, you know, saying I'm going to kill somebody or saying, you know, I'm going to come after you or your school or your family, you know. that is like, I think that's the biggest thing when it comes to schools now is like the violence that we face in school from kindergarten to we're 18 is crazy, honestly. Like, my niece goes to school at 8 years old and she's like, well, I know what to do if somebody comes to my school and tries to shoot it up. Like, I feel like that's not a worry that we should have to have, and I think it is. And like, especially with sports, like about a month ago, a student died at Kendrick, and it may not have been related to sports, but that was, you know, like, there's so
It has
much
an impact
tension. Yeah, it impacts everything. A game was delayed because a kid died. You know, like,
Right.
there's just so much tension around sports and school, and I feel like, you know, we should take a step back and, you know, look at everybody else's perspective. Why would I say that about somebody? I wouldn't want somebody to say that about me, and if somebody said it about me, you know, I'd feel some type of way about it too. I feel like we should just kind of take a step back and think about what we're going to say before we act on it. And so instead of acting on that impulse of, you know, I'm going to come to your school and do something to you, let me take a step back and think about, okay, what did that happen to me at my school, you know? I think the violence just needs to stop.
That's good. That's a good topic because we touch on those things every now and then. So
Yeah.
you never know. Yep. Trinity.
Nah, I think I blame the adults. Because, I mean...
What are we talking about? The
it's not-
violence?
Yeah, I'm saying
Okay.
that. You know, I'm saying the way we act. Because when I was growing up, it was like a whole neighborhood. Like, if you in trouble, you in trouble with everybody. So it's just like, nowadays, it's not present no more. So everybody just run around, do what they want to do. So that's why kids are how they is.
You sound like you've been a substitute teacher before.
It
gets crazy in these schools. We have any questions for the girls before we let them go?
What grade are y'all in? Did y'all tell us what grade y'all in?
Oh, I'm a senior.
Senior owns 4 businesses, and we're about to tap into 2 of them at least.
What's the second?
She said she does construction.
No.
What else?
No.
Contracting.
Contract work. So
Contract
like,
work.
contract labor.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Which changes because photography, baking, and a cleaning service.
Music.
Cleaning and
Yeah,
cooking.
like, yeah.
Cleaning and
Go show
cooking.
me the heart.
You try to give him a driveway pool.
Cleaning and cooking. There we go.
Get them an in-ground pool redone.
I
All
need
right,
to read that.
Addison, what grade are you in?
I'm a junior.
You're a junior?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Senior.
And then you're a senior too. All right, so, all right. I think this was good. What do y'all think?
I think it was.
Actually, I'm not telling. I think it was great. It was great.
I enjoy hearing about you guys.
Thank you for having
Learning
me.
about
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do y'all think you heard about half of because you over there talking?
I wasn't talking.
If you put your phone down, you wouldn't have that problem.
I don't have my phone.
Well, this is Office Hours of Real Life Athletic Records. We're going to take a quick break. I want to send a special thanks to Georgia Alabama Sports Live for broadcasting us every other Wednesday on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you so much. We'll be right back.
BRB.
BRB.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live is proud to partner with one of our presenting sponsors, Buffalo Rock. And without this partnership, it would be hard to be able to live stream all the different sporting events at high schools, colleges, and local professional teams every single week like we do. So we thank Buffalo Rock for their support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And next time you're watching a Georgia Alabama Sports Live broadcast, make sure you're drinking a nice, refreshing Pepsi. Delicious. Thank you to Buffalo Rock and Pepsi.
That was a great break that we just had. So we are back with our second segment. We have Robert McCoy here, Abby McCoy, Coach McCoy. I don't know, pick one, ABC. So he'll be hanging out with us for a little bit. And yeah.
Coach McCoy.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Can we get some?
I got questions. I do have questions.
Oh, you want a background?
I mean,
a
can we get
resume?
something. I mean,
AAU president.
And athletics chair, lieutenant governor.
Tell the people.
The athletics chairman for track and field, the lieutenant governor for the state of Kentucky. And AAU.
USATF official.
Certified national official.
we get that title right.
Certified
And
national
high school track coach.
track coach and part owner of a CP timing company, which we go around timing track and field, and we actually timed our first cross country meet this year as well.
There we go.
Now, did you coach your daughter in high school?
I did. Me and her uncle, my brother.
Was that difficult?
It was very difficult.
How was her attitude?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Well, it was a little bit.
Don't look at him
Was
like
she,
that.
was she coachable?
She was actually coachable.
Thank you. I'm
yes,
very
yes.
coachable.
With the help of her mom, because I probably had to back off because her mom would say when I get home, you can't be jumping on them all day. And actually, I threw out once.
You threw me out?
Threw out of practice.
Threw out of practice once.
Oh,
Well, so you been out the house.
No, no. No,
Got kicked out the house.
We used to
What
practice,
you do?
and, I don't know, she was having a bad day.
oh.
I was having a bad day, and I tell you, get your stuff and go home.
Did I drive home?
You drove, yeah.
Now, how was dinner that night?
It was quiet.
It was quiet.
I don't remember this.
It was quiet. I remember.
That's really, really convenient that you don't remember that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really convenient.
We'll talk about it later.
Oh.
Now we've seen movies where father coaches his children and go through those things. And how did you feel as a high school athlete as your father was a coach?
I thought it was normal.
Because he had just coached you through.
Yeah. I mean, because he coached with Soaring Eagles too, so our AE track team, he was our coach as well. So I just thought that was part of the game. But
Now-
clearly, I don't remember getting kicked out of practice one day. So
You probably just blocked it out of your memory.
it's a bad
Right.
one of those memories I
Yeah.
just tucked away back.
It's real convenient. We never heard about that.
No, it's
Why
I'm
you
gonna
heard a lot of stuff.
put it in the family group chat later and ask if anybody else remembers the situation. But
I mean, it's a good thing you were driving because we put you
Oh.
out. Way outside. You gotta walk on.
That'd have been terrible.
That's right.
And I didn't make it up.
Wow. Okay.
So now you do USA track and field,
Yes.
time and company.
Yes.
I'll say this too. Your daughter adores you. She loves you. We talk all the time about you and what you're doing, and I think you and her talk every day. Is
Pretty
this
much.
correct?
Just about.
Every day.
Do you do indoor track as well?
As well, yes.
So you pretty much you track all year.
That's where the money at.
I see.
Time and company.
Somebody
We'll
else
talk
own the
about that
business that we-
afterwards. Yeah, we got to get on that.
Yeah, we gotta find a business.
That's 3 business owners. Man.
And
Oh.
you can start easy. You can start 1 or 2 meets. I mean, we shadow the people,
Mhm.
and then everybody involved are track people, which
Right.
makes it easier, because you know what's expected, what they need.
What's going
So,
on.
yeah.
So what keeps you doing it, and just the love of the sport, or what is track and field? It's just someone out here. Just what is track and field? What
Well,
is
being-
that to you?
Being involved with track and field from the time she was in middle school. She's my oldest daughter, so she was involved. And I just wanted to make sure that when she was involved, she was getting the right training and teaching that she needed. And of course, because sometimes in the middle school level, you get somebody out there
Right.
that you're the track coach and they don't know anything about it. So
Right.
I'm like, hey, I'm here. I'd be glad to volunteer. Know a little something about the sport.
Yes, sir.
So that's how I got involved. And then just to make sure that the kids get what they need. I mean, sometimes you get coaches, like you say, that just don't have a clue.
Mhm.
And some of the times, the minority kids don't get what they need in the sport that they participate in. Might be a bad home situation, and a sporting event is the only outlet that they have where they can come and really excel and
Right.
be successful and get out of life what they really need to get out of life.
That's good stuff because, I mean, we're in the schools and we see it every day with our own athletes. So to be outside of a school setting,
Right.
to put that
Absolutely.
time into it, I would commend you on those things because we definitely need more positive members of the community to assist and help out. And we have that in Columbus, but just not in all sports.
Right.
Right.
Not just in all sports. Would you agree with that?
Oh, no doubt. I mean,
Yeah.
anytime you can see a lot of times you just see the picture of a female being a positive influence. So
Right,
to me,
right.
it's always big for males to see a positive male who's doing things that are positive, and somebody, they might not have a father figure, but somebody they can look up to, hey, he's doing stuff the right way. So to me, that's always powerful.
Right.
Yep. What are some things as the Olympics just finished this year, and we had a show about that. What are some things that you see that's pushing track and field just to the forefront as being one of the top athletic sports in the United States? I mean, I know it's worldwide, but the USA and how's it growing?
Just getting more exposure. I think that the sport lacked exposure for the longest. It lacked exposure, and then we didn't have the athletes that would put the time in to help the up and coming athletes get better to get to that national level. So now I think the athletes are putting more time in locally. As far as our high school athletes are getting everything they need to be successful, and they're getting that one-on-one, if you will, that training, personal trainer, getting in the gym, doing what they need to do to get to that next level, which is that world-class elite athlete level.
I guess the problem sometimes that I would see, and I coach basketball, football, basketball,
And
and volleyball.
Volleyball.
But I think, even on top of that, I think the more social media grows, the more it helps sports like track, quote unquote non-revenue sports.
Right.
Because it used to be where you just didn't know, or you wouldn't know what meet was going on, or you
Right.
couldn't
Right.
have access
Absolutely.
to the meet.
Right.
And now you have access to those things through your phone, on the internet, so those things there are helping push that stuff to the forefront as well. So I think all of that stuff moving forward is helping all sports.
Yeah,
Atlanta
because
Track Club has brought a kind of like a one-day meet that you usually see up north in, I think, like New York, where they put the track in the street.
Yes.
Or is that
yeah.
Pennsylvania?
It's actually it starts in New York.
Okay, so New York. But Atlanta brought that. This is the second year that they've had it. Where
they put a track in the street.
I think it's down like around Centennial Park or
Mhm,
somewhere. Atlanta Track Club has brought that, and I think Noah Lyles actually ran in it this year.
Really?
But we had a track meet, so I wasn't able to go.
Because even in this fall, you got cross country, then you got track and field in the spring. But to a kid, if you're not telling your athletes, hey, there's a track meet on TV,
Right.
there's a college meet this weekend,
Right.
they don't know what to look for. Whereas
Right.
some other sports, hey, Monday
You
night,
know it.
Tuesday night, Wednesday night's
Right.
track.
Yeah.
So I think that every 4 years when the Olympics does come, and that's the only thing on, you can actually lock in on track and field and those personalities and things of that nature. It was a great documentary on Netflix, Sprint,
It was great.
that
Did
I
you watch
watched.
it?
Yeah. So if I was a track coach, I would definitely be telling my track athletes, hey, we got 3 months to the season start. Let's go watch this, or
Right.
whatever. So just putting the light on that, because a lot of our kids, a lot of black kids, only see 2 major sports.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Right.
They don't-
Absolutely.
They see 2 major sports.
But you'll be surprised how many of the athletes don't watch them.
Well, they gamers now.
No, they
That was the say.
They play games.
Right.
Instead of working on that and
Or social media all day, just scrolling.
exactly what Addison just told them, get off their
Right.
phones. But so when you see the dynamics of the Noah Lyles or who his competitors are,
Right.
it locks you in and gets you engaged into this is a competitive sport where these people are
This is real life.
not friendly.
Right.
Right.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
There's egos involved in
Yeah.
this, and a lot of money
a
also
lot of money involved. as well.
that is being left off the table because we're not getting in that pot all the time.
Right.
Yep, I like it though. You coach track, man.
He ran track,
I did run track.
You did run track. That's right.
and I heard he was actually. I know we talked about this
You
before.
okay?
I heard he was actually a good athlete when it came to track.
From who? From his coach. Didn't we talk to his coach?
Yeah.
We called his coach online.
When? I
When
must
did-
have missed that episode.
When the disagreement ran the
And
quarter.
Coach Church said it too. Coach Church didn't coach everybody.
I don't recall this conversation.
But haters gonna hate though.
I mean, I'm not hating. I'm
So
just
it's
saying I
all
don't
right.
recall,
It's
sir.
okay. It's okay.
I don't.
Deal with it.
Just saying, I've coached track before.
I know. I know you have. But I have not.
I ran one race.
You ran an event.
Yeah. The big guy, 4x1.
The throwers for.
You had to be over 250.
What?
Yes. My senior year in high school, you had to be a thrower and you had to be over 250. We had a 4x1.
Really?
Yes.
At a meet?
Yes.
They have throwers for.
And I was out of gas the rest of the night. I went and sat in the top of the bleachers.
I was done.
Hey, don't ask me to hold no blocks. Don't ask me to do none of that. I felt like my heart was on fire.
Those 100 meters got you.
It went, I don't even think I got to 100. I think I was in the curve, so mine was probably like 96.
Are we gonna do this?
We can add it.
We need to add this to one of our relay
Yeah.
races or something like that.
Oh yeah. I'm not. You done seen it before, I'm sure.
I've seen it, yeah.
I'm telling you, that was the
Sometimes
hot.
they call it the Snickers
Yes.
relay.
That was the highlight of my
The who?
track.
I-
The Snickers relay.
I'd have been fine with that.
I think I saw this on Instagram, but I thought it was a prank.
No, we were in
Oh,
Warner.
no, yeah.
We were in Warner Robins.
I mean, they have some meets too where you have the coaches relay.
Oh no.
And then
Can't
And
do
the
it.
coaches run?
one of my buddies, matter of fact, the guy, Major Hill, his daughter ran AAU, and they had parents. Their parents had a team, so they ran during the meet.
Yeah.
Wow.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, but he still
Can't do
does
that.
shit. He still runs and stuff.
Parents relay,
Mm-hmm.
be
coaches
awesome.
relay.
Yeah.
I'm all for the throwers 4x1.
We'll get it.
I'm
Snickers.
all for it.
She said Snickers. She had the finish
I
line. It's a bunch
I
of
didn't
Snicker
want
bars.
Snickers. I didn't want because normally I.
So do they do girls and boys?
Mm-hmm. Or they're usually mixed. It's like a mixed relay.
Yeah,
So you'll have 2 girls and 2 boys.
correct.
Wow. Wow. We need to talk to our county athletic director about doing this.
We can add it to the meet.
I think we need to figure this out. Not the coaches one, just the
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well not. I mean, yeah.
I
it's
mean,
not
we
good.
can do the coach one.
nah.
We just won't.
Oh wait.
I know one school won't have coach.
Well, you don't go track though.
I don't care if I did.
I'm saying you don't, so it don't.
I do.
That
I
would
know
be
the
tough.
coaches.
Oh, you help with the throws? I didn't know that.
Can you set up a track for them to
Do what?
do race?
We got the track right
Absolutely.
out here.
Yeah.
We can make it
We got
happen.
the track right out here.
Y'all do not understand what I'm telling you. I'm not racing nobody. Like, what part of that don't they understand? Like, they keep setting up a race and we're not agreeing
Yeah, I
to.
tell you, I always keep my equipment in the car because everywhere you go, you get a kid that, oh, I can run this and I can
Right.
run this.
Now that's true.
I said, I tell you what, you can give me 2 minutes, I can get set up and we can see if you can do that or not because I keep a stopwatch and keep tape, so
Really?
tape measures, so get the kids talking trash.
Yep, sir, but I'm not saying
Well, that's not gonna happen
I'm not,
today. I don't
built, I'm
think.
not built for speed. I'm built for short, powerful bursts. And not even the short burst no more. It's over.
Father Time has caught up.
No, he's passed. And I'm okay with that. I'm happy with everything I did in my athletic career. It's over. I was trying to show him to do a drill my first year at Spencer. And I literally ran like 4 steps and tore my quad.
Oh.
You know my quad, my calf.
Yeah.
It's over. And I'm fine with that.
I think I'm retired
I'm not retired.
from competitive sports. I'm not doing it.
You get your shots up though.
I get my shots up. That's about it. Running. Anyway, so
So
Coach-
do you still run?
No,
No.
no. And I do some training. I train athletes, and I might show them 1 or 2 drills, but other than that, that's about as far as it for me running.
that's it for me too.
So,
I'm gonna show him a drill or 2 and be like, all right, you got it.
Then yeah, you still run.
I do. I'll come home and he'll be like, "Let's try this out. Go put your shoes on."
Let's try this out.
And when it's it's really not like let's try this out. It's not
Oh,
an
you
us.
What you're about to do.
You the test done.
Yeah, I am. He made what was that board you made that one time, and I had to go get my spikes from upstairs.
Jump board.
Oh yeah, the jump board. I'm in the backyard just
It's-
running over a board.
It's built like that, and then you run and you jump off of it for high jump, long jump.
Okay,
triple jump
okay.
For spring,
Yeah.
Yeah.
A wooden board.
wooden board. Yeah, it was $900 if you bought it.
Right. But you figured it
So
out.
I'm thinking, I think I can make this a little cheaper. So I ended up getting it made for like $42.
See?
You know, buying 2x8s and cutting them and then putting the deck boards on it, got the hump on it, and then the hardest part was finding the surface to go on the top, and the guy they had their track replaced, and then
Oh,
they
gotcha.
brought extra like runway out,
Right.
and he said, I can cut you off pieces that you need. I said, that's just great. And so I was able to get that, got it cut. It's at home
That's
in
your
the garage
training.
right now. Yeah.
We need to bring it to Muskogee County.
See, and the only training you can tell me to do is pick up a fork and a knife.
We can race while we eat.
Ain't gonna get your spikes. Hey, try this out. Just got out of the oven. Just pulled it off the grill.
Right.
Test this out. That's the only training I'm doing.
That's good, man. We living the life.
It's the truth.
We good. We good. Got any questions? Any other questions? Oh,
He's lucky taking off running.
Yeah.
Well, Coach McCoy, we want to thank you for your time. like I said, we get together every 2 weeks, and we're ADs, and we just chop it up, and we bring in special guests that we think the community wants to hear from, share your expertise. So if there's anything you would like to share with young parents, young athletes about track and field, go ahead. You got the floor.
I will say that AAU is booming. You know, I just left Florida, and there was a national convention. You know, there are over 900,000 athletes in AAU. So you're talking, that's a lot of athletes, and it doesn't take. Your club can be as small as 5, and it can be as big as 200.
What age groups do they start usually?
They start at 8 years old.
8
from
years
8
old.
to 18.
Mm-hmm.
So there are different clubs. You can actually have an event for the young, you know, from like 8 and under, or from 8 to 18. And I think the popularity is getting out there, so the sport is growing, and a lot of the areas like where we're from, Kentucky, you know, wintertime, you can't do anything outside.
Right.
So we have an indoor facility, which makes it almost you can train year round.
Mm-hmm.
So it really is a boost for the kids to be able to be in shape, and also getting the popularity and exposure that track and field needs. That it helps them out also.
When you have a AAU track event, I mean, you just made me think about this, because in, let's say, AAU basketball, sometimes they have NCAA. It's an open weekend where the coaches are out there. Is it the same for track as well?
Yes.
Or coaches allowed to come at any time?
Coaches come at any time.
Okay.
You know, AAU, you just have to make sure that event is sanctioned, whichever state you're in, you got an athletics chair,
Yeah.
and he'll sanction that event, and it's open to anybody.
Okay.
And it's covered, you know, your insurance is covered if something was to happen to one of the athletes. They're covered with their insurance that AAU provides, and it's really a good deal that the kids are getting the exposure and the insurance. They don't have to worry about that, and
Right.
you know, like coaches can come and see kids perform. And
So how do the people know whether or not the event is sanctioned by AAU?
it'll say it. It has to say an AAU sanctioned event. You know,
So is it on the paperwork, or is there a site they can go to?
it's an AAU site they go to.
Okay.
Okay. That would be the same for Georgia as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So any event,
The state association has to clear it?
whoever in your athletics chair, say a basketball, has to approve that event. And then the only thing that's required is when you approve an event, everybody that gets in that event, every athlete, every participant has to have an AAU card.
Okay.
And it's up to that chairman to verify that
They all got a
everybody's
card?
got a card. Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Well, once again, it's office hours. We appreciate your time. Thank you for you're visiting for the weekend. I like the hat you're wearing, but
Yeah, we
you
took
want
it
to talk
down.
about that real quick? Because I lost
we
too.
don't need to talk about
Okay,
it.
we don't want to go about that.
Not to talk about
They got
it.
more wins than Auburn.
And you and we had it. Auburn was
No, you didn't.
right there. We left too much time on the clock.
And so we were in the game for a little bit.
Is the coach gonna make it through the season?
Oh,
Yeah.
we lost by 7.
Yeah, but we were.
One more stop. Y'all need to do that.
We just.
They were winning. Louisville was winning, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just
Auburn was winning.
either run out of fuel or don't have enough bodies just yet. Something I don't know what to do, but he got to fix it.
You
has
gotta
to
fix
You
it.
better.
Need a couple more athletes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
For Miami.
We want to thank you. Thank you so much for your time. Office Hours Real Life Athletic Directors. We're going to take a quick break. Once again, Georgia Alabama Sports Live every other Wednesday, 7 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube channels. We'll be right back.
Glenn Smith Chevrolet is loaded with over 500 new and used on the lot and on the way. Check out the big Chevy Silverado 2500 HDs, discounted up to $9,000 off. And you'll love the stylish SUV that has plenty of room for the whole family. Chevy Tahoe's up to $9,000 off. Come to Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika for big discounts with a fantastic selection. Or explore anytime, anywhere at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
Oh, and we're back. I thought Danielle was doing all of them. today.
No, we didn't. We didn't talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, we're back. Like we never left.
Like we never left.
We got cross country at the end of the season. football. Towards the end of the regular season, got 2 more regular season games.
Why did football get a little extra in cross country? All you said was we're about at the end of the season.
We have
Just give it some more.
cross country as almost at the end now. We got the MCSD city championships. I'm
Yes.
sorry. We have sectionals next week. We have state the week after that.
Good job.
Was that better?
That is a lot better.
There we go.
I appreciate it.
We have flag football kicking off.
Kicking off this week.
Wrestling, basketball kicking off. For some schools, it's been tipped off. I'm sorry.
We start tomorrow.
Some schools been practicing.
No. Official practice starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
Official
No
practice
one's
tomorrow.
breaking any rules. In
Yeah.
here.
No.
We will not do that.
You would never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4-1. 4 players to 1 coach. That's what they
But you
say.
can't have 13 coaches and
No,
52
you can't do
players.
that. You can't do that.
That was quick math.
I taught math.
I did send
know
a
that.
I sent an email to everyone that the rules clinic is open.
You did.
I did see that.
I'm just doing
I mean,
my
I
part for
didn't
the
need it,
community.
You sent it to your coaches though?
No.
Doing my part for the community.
Was I supposed to? They need to watch it.
You know, GHSA makes a lot of money off these
Hey,
fines.
because
Oh.
They do.
Yes, they do.
because for 2 things, and you know it's going up to $200.
No way.
Yeah. About
For-
up to $200.
All sports.
Next year?
Yeah.
Wow.
But not only that, then you have people who exploit the rules and find loopholes like Oregon did when they played, or when they tried to change the call on Georgia last when they played Texas.
Right.
So if a coach from your school doesn't take the clinic, do they pay that
They pay
out
it.
of their pocket?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Let everyone know they pay it.
Why you look at me like that? I was just making sure.
I'm trying to figure out why you were laughing so hard about it. Like that just tickled you.
That's the quickest forward email
I'm
I
about
get.
to walk out.
Ain't no doubt.
When that email
Y'all about
comes,
to get on my
I hit
nerves.
forward, boom, get me the money order as soon as possible.
ASAP.
Right.
You got
Correct.
10 days. Take care of this. You
Yeah.
forgot.
Because I had a coach who said, "Coach, I did it, but they never sent me a certificate."
You did it online?
No, so I said, "Okay, cool." The problem was he did it after it was due.
Right.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I said, "Yeah, I appreciate you doing it, but you still need to send me that money for that
Gotta get
Right.
it. And they're going to go to 200
for that clinic." Yeah, they about to go to 200.
to recoup some money.
No, just to make more.
Just to
Yeah.
make more.
Because if I'm not mistaken,
Because what are they recouping?
if I'm not
Right.
mistaken, he said it was
Like a
They
ticket.
losing
It's just free money.
yeah, it was like
Yeah.
I think we were plus $11 million from GHSA at the last executive committee meeting.
Wait a minute.
And that's mostly fines.
Well, between that and your playoffs, you got to give them a
Right.
third of your
Yeah.
playoff money. But I want to say it was $11 million or something to that nature.
In the good.
Yeah.
They're going to make their money.
Oh yeah.
I'll wait to say the rest of what I want to say. I like the team.
How excited are you about cross country? Is your team ready?
That's the only option.
The
I
only
mean,
option.
you done. We've
She
been out
said
here
if you
since
stay
August.
ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Right.
Don't we just had.
Are you rooting for the Green Wave Thursday night?
You got a big game Thursday?
We do have a big game on Thursday. It's our senior night.
That's not what I asked.
Columbus High School senior night.
So are you rooting for the Green Wave?
Why would I do that?
Because of me.
You playing my school.
Oh,
The rivalries are
You can still
everywhere.
root for him.
I'm
Not-
rooting for him now.
But
Like
not
as
on
he sits
Thursday.
here. That'd be like, was I rooting for Coach Mills at the Midtown Showdown, which was actually a great show.
We had,
Mills wasn't coaching.
we had a great time last
that's
week.
true. That's true. Mills was not coaching.
Okay, so when you came over to Columbus and played for volleyball, was I rooting for you then?
I hope so.
You a boy. You a fool.
Not my team, just rooting for me. Like I hope, I hope we win, but I hope they do good. I hope they
Show up.
show up, cause that's my friend coaching. I don't want them to look bad.
It's like my brother.
Like my brothers.
Even though you forgot her name.
You know I didn't forget your name.
You did. You sat right here,
No, it was.
and
it
you
was-
turned and you looked at me, and you was like,
Hey,
what, what was the noise?
we're not going to upset Coach McCoy because she got to put this cupcake order in for us.
That's not us. That's just Huntley. So just make sure you mark his 3.
Us.
I'm sorry.
We
it's
got to
10.
look out for the entire team.
It's 12 of them. I mean, excuse me, 6 of us. So we each get 2.
I root for y'all every time as long as we're not playing.
Okay.
each other?
The rivalries are real. At this table, in this semicircle, and on the field.
If you win, I
I had a
win.
big win Friday.
We did. For homecoming, we played Kendrick. Was
Oh, homecoming. Now you got senior night coming.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Who you got left? You got Columbus and us left.
Mm-hmm.
Carver has.
Jordan and Kendrick. Jordan Kendrick.
Well, I'm gonna go on record right now, and say I did not like power rankings. In
oh,
volleyball.
that.
I didn't
have
understand what
questions about it.
happened.
So I figured it out. I had it wrong. And it's my fault. I
Okay.
explained it wrong. So the way it goes is 1 through 16 are your 1 and 2 seeds.
Right. And then 17 through 32 is power rankings.
Strictly off the power ranking.
Wait, you said what?
So when you look at the power rankings, 1 through 16, 1 through 8 are all your region winners.
Then your runner-ups.
9 through 16 are all your runner-ups.
Okay,
And
now
then
that makes sense.
And then 17 through 32 is.
Because I was gonna say, because I think we're 3.
So
Or
but you're
three.
ranked as you're ranked as a based on your power
Schedule.
ranking from there. Yes.
Okay.
So it's your schedule, your opponent's schedule, and their win percentage.
Well, what threw us off with volleyball, and me and Coach Hunley talked. I think me and you talked as well. Coach Hunley and
We talked as
Spencer
well. We both
finished in the top 4 in the region tournament, and were ranked
below teams
6
they beat.
places lower, right, in the final power rank. Like,
Right.
that just threw me off right there.
So the only thing the top 4 is it guarantees you a spot.
Guarantee. Okay, you're not.
So you're
outlier.
gonna get in,
Yeah.
It's just a matter of where.
but after those top 16, wherever they fall in the power ranking is where you're gonna be.
And it I think it hurt our region because you ended up with 2 games where our region,
Play each
6
other.
of the 8 teams got in, and 2 of the games
Because we
was
opened and we played y'all.
right.
And
Ooh.
we just played y'all.
And
Remind me.
and
So
Jordan
y'all played
played
them back to back.
Yeah,
and Jordan played Sumter County.
right.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is crazy.
Well,
Something to be Jordan.
Yes.
I didn't like how they did volleyball or softball because they announced it on a Monday morning.
Correct. I didn't
The
like
games were on Tuesday
I
for
think it was
volleyball.
almost lunchtime before it came out.
No, it was out,
it. It was out.
Because it was,
but it was
Came out
it was an
was
era.
it 10:30?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what happened
So
was
the final
I
bracket
didn't
didn't come
about
out.
10,
That's
about
close
10,
to
10,
lunch,
15. It was about 10 or 10, 15 when they sent the bracket out. Then we got an email about 30 minutes later saying it was an error in the
In
bracket.
3A.
Yeah, 3A.
Yeah.
But that was my gripe to start with. I didn't like the fact that we get the information on 10 o'clock
Yeah.
on that Monday, and we had to leave
Turn around and play.
at 11:30 because we had a long trip the next day.
The
to play.
next day.
Yeah.
Well, and what everyone has to understand with us, Muskogee County is a huge school district. So transportation
It's a major issue.
could be an issue
Yeah.
at any time. It's already an issue with our Muskogee County transportation, but if we're getting charters or anything of that nature, we got to get these things are contracted.
Right.
Because I called Coach Hunley, and he called me a liar when I told him we was playing.
He didn't believe it.
Did.
I said, no, I'm serious. He's like, man, you're lying.
Blank
I can't say the other words he said. He just called me a liar.
We know who he is.
Yeah.
So we already know.
Yeah. It's crazy, but I mean that's a power ranking, and
I said, how
unfortunately,
in the world?
we
No,
got to do
you
this for
didn't say
2
one.
years. This is the next every sport.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy.
It won't be as bad for football. Only because they posted on Mondays.
Well,
But-
So do you think that after this year they're gonna go back and kind of tweak this at all, or do you think they'll just leave it as is for that next year as well?
I think in 2 years they're going to go to the competitive balance model,
Oh gosh.
and so we're going to be with this next 2 years, this year and next year, and then it'll be some different model when they go to competitive balance model. In 2
Which will
years.
be pretty much how you did.
no.
That's that thing like
So
that.
you're going to start off.
That competitive balance
This
one is
is-
the one that you will move according to
This
how
is-
you.
The bottom
probably-
five.
This,
move
this
up.
is probably another episode. Like
It's gonna take a
Yeah,
while.
let's go ahead and cut. I'm hungry.
All right.
Y'all ain't hungry? I'm hungry.
Yeah, I ate nothing but some what you call this? Some tortilla chips, not Fritos.
Mm.
Ew.
I had a good meal
That's
today.
it.
I had a good lunch.
I had some salmon for breakfast.
That sounds good. You cook that?
No, my grandma.
Salmon patties.
That's what he sound
Yeah.
like.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nah, it take me back.
That sounds so
His grandmother,
We
good.
talking about
when
salmon
he
and
said
cupcakes.
Oh, you knew it was salmon cupcakes. You already knew what it was.
Wow.
I want to thank you all for tuning in. Office Hours, Real Life Athletic Directors. We had great segments tonight. We had the young ladies here.
We have great segments everywhere.
But that was different. It was different to bring in the
Touche.
students, and hopefully we can do that every month. Get every school in the district involved with that. Get those movers and shakers on the show to just put them out there for everyone to see that we have students that are doing positive things at the schools and the communities
Outside.
all the
Yeah.
time, all the time. Not just athletics, just all the time, giving back to their communities and
And
have
they're
a
teaching us something.
consciousness about what's going on.
Right.
So that was a good segment. Thank Coach McCoy for joining us. Track and field is on the map. And we are going through our transition now. Winter sports, fall sports are wrapping up shortly.
Start practice tomorrow.
Practice does start
Official.
tomorrow.
Day
Official.
one.
Day one, first day. of
Day
practice.
one for basketball, wrestling. Swimming started last week. I
Y'all
think
had
it
your
just-
tryouts already
for
Wrestling.
for
what?
swim?
I've not been
Y'all
to
got-
the
y'all have
Aquatic
tryouts?
Center yet. They have to have trials. We have members, and they make the team.
Correct.
If they can float, we teach them how to kick.
Oh, that's why you
Right.
said tryouts.
No, don't cover your face.
No.
We're looking for 10 members.
Yeah.
You tried out. You made it.
You made it.
You survived. Can you make it from that wall to that wall?
You
You on the team. Once again, thank you all. Office Hours Real Life Athletic Directors. Georgia Alabama Sports Live on Facebook, YouTube. Catch us on Spotify, officehours.ad, and Instagram. Thank you all so much. Coach Mills.
Coach McCoy.
You're next.
Coach Huntley.
Coach K.
Peace.
We out.